Hello, 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 everyone. 'Tis me, I am back. How we doing? Yes, look, it's me. How's it going, everybody? We'll get into the story time. But yeah, we're just gonna hang out today. Nothing special, just hang out, chatting, telling some stories. But that's about it. Fuck. I had a morning. Not a pleasant morning either. It did. So in case for anyone who may or may not known, ever since moving to Utah about a year ago, I have been struggling to find like a regular job, and I finally got one. Finally, and I was supposed to start orientation today. However, when me and my roommate went to go put gas in his car because it was fucking empty and I had at least an hour drive to get to work because he works on the other side of one city and I work in a different one. For some reason, the gas station attempted to charge him like 150 bucks out of nowhere, and they attempted to do it to him twice. And because they did that, his card locked up. The bank would not release his card for him to use to pay for gas, so we had enough for me to take him to work, but then I couldn't go to work. Meaning I just lost the brand new job that I had just fucking got! Yes! Yes, there is a way! And because it's freaking Walmart... Like, pile that on top of everything that I have been dealing with for the past, like, week. I want to burn his bank down to the ground, because, for one, they were closed because it was too early in the morning. He couldn't turn his debit card back on. He couldn't do anything. Like, I have been dealing with some medical stuff. There has been some freaking drama behind the scenes that one of them I entertained for far too long than I should have. I want to bury myself in a hole and just never come out. All kinds of freaking unpleasantness, and it's irritated me so badly. I debated whether or not I even should stream, but it's like, I've been gone for too long. Me too, because I'm getting real tired of being broke all the goddamn time, and then listening to my roommate complain about how he pays for everything. And it's like, I don't know what to do for you, buddy. Yeah. Thanks, guys. It's been awful. Especially, like... Because my roommate is the one of us who works. The car is his, but I pay for the car insurance, and it eats up whatever money I can make doing Uber Eats, which isn't a lot. I barely make enough. Yeah, so it's find the bank, do some crime, set it on fire, goddamn. But the only reason why I take him to work and pick him up is because he refuses to go get his driver's license. He wants to wait until December to go get it. Which is ridiculous, honestly. Yes, Crazy! Yes, Jester! Fire! Bang, bang! Go, go! I might as well earn some good karma points with somebody. Because it sure as heck not gonna be- I'm not earning points for myself. Like, goddamn. This bank doesn't fucking care because he's not gonna change banks either. I've told him, because this is not the first time it's happened to him. That his bank keeps closing things. He keeps closing they keep closing his card, keep turning it off when, like, little inconveniences happen. Like, random ones, too. Like, the other day, we couldn't get groceries, and we stood there for 2 hours trying to get his damn debit card to turn on. Because the freaking bank refused to do anything. And all because, like, oh, we think GameStop is a scam? I told him that. It was like, this is ridiculous. You need to change your bank. Switch banks. This is ridiculous. And he said, oh, it's not my bank. Then who is it then, if not your bank? They're the ones who are doing it. It should be illegal. But it's not. At least not here in the States, it isn't. It's their fraud protection. Like, my bank will block my card on, like, VGen, but they'll do it once and then ask me, hey, did you actually do this? Is this you? Cool, you acknowledge that you did it. Go ahead and try again. We'll let it go through this time. I wish I could smack some sense into my roommate, but freaking... Dude is like Goku. He's got, like, a single brain cell that pings between food and work. I think he thinks it might just be too much of a hassle to change banks and move everything. Yeah. Heard that the bank's pretty strong. Go ahead and fight it. The problem is that all of our money is in his bank account, and it's not a great thing. It's annoying is what it is, more than anything else. Hello, Mau Mau. Long time no see. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Back out of what? What am I backing out of? Well, it's not my bank, it's his bank. I use something completely different. Exactly. He would rather deal with paperwork and be on the phone for hours and hours. Yeah, it's been a day. It has been a fucking day. And now I can't, now with no job, I can't, you know, get stuff made, get stuff commissioned for Twitch and for all you guys. And for that, I feel like I have failed. Like I have failed you guys as a streamer. Because, like, I don't have sub emotes, I don't have sub badges, this background behind me is temporary. It's just, I can't get anything done. You guys I do have you guys to keep me entertained for now. But, like, that's not how this works. I'm the entertainer, not you. And he just needs to get a whole brand new brain cell, honestly. He's like, it was suspicious activity. It was GameStop, for starters, and then later a grocery store, and now gas. Like, what do you constitute as fraud? Like, I don't fucking get it. Exactly. You're trying to just do basic shit, and it's just like, suspicious. Gas, groceries, the whole 9 yards, and it's... I don't know what else to do about it. Because obviously he's not gonna change it. No shit. Freaking for real. It's like, oh, you trying to put gas in your car so you know you both can make it to work? Denied. Only one of you gets to go to work today. The other one gets to suffer even more. Truly, freaking truly, like, if I could, he would not be paying for jack diddly squat. Who knows? It's a bank. And he just sort of rolls with it whenever shit happens. Which freaking is beyond me as to why anyone would put up with any of that nonsense. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard the same thing. One good whack to the cranium. My roommate is, I don't know if I would call him a doormat. Between the two of us, I'm more of a doormat than he is. He's just... I don't want to say unbothered by anything. It's more of a, he can't be bothered to care. I mean, perks with living with a angry Spaniard who has anger management problems. About to give a fuck about certain things, yeah. Other times he's yelling. It's like, it's, misplaced priorities. There we go. Who knows? Maybe because it was, like, way too early in the morning for him to be yelling. It was, like, 6:30 in the morning. Like, it was early in the morning. Neither one of us wanted to really deal with anything. But, there goes all of my plans to get, Twitch badges and overlays made, because I had those lined up. I just had to go pay for them. Well, wait for the artist to accept the request and then pay for them. But now I've gone and canceled and made my apologies to the artists, because obviously I can't do that. I wish I could. Honestly, I wish I could. Freaking call his work, be like, yo, we need to change his direct deposit to something else. Because this is not working. Oh, but no. And that is why, my friends, today, if you wish to burn down a building, you have my permission, go for it. Just don't get caught. They probably don't. Honestly, they probably don't. The last time it happened, he got a stupid lady who clearly didn't know what the fuck she was doing. Yep. Welcome to my world. It's not a good time. Dealing with stupid people. In one capacity or another. Exactly, Jester. Like, people wonder, like, why we have no more faith in humanity. This is why I choose to have, like, my very tiny circle of friends, which I believe may or may not slowly be getting tinier. It's like, you walk into a room and it's like a bunch of people there. It's like, nope, I am friends with one or two of you. I don't know who the rest of you are. Leave me alone. I think that may have been what COVID was supposed to do, Jester. I think that was supposed to wipe us all out, and it just didn't. They really do. A table of ants, there are more efficient than a lot of us humans. Like, it's... It's astounding how dumb some things can just be. Like, the solution's right there in front of you. That's the problem, and they're not thinking. Why would they? Careful, Asmar, it could get worse. Don't jinx it. You would think, like, that would sound understandable. You're traveling to a different country, you know, to paying for a hotel, because that can be expensive, and that can be kind of like, that's suspicious. But no, it was gas, it was groceries, and it wasn't even that he bought gas. The gas station, he put his card in to pay for gas, like like as you do, before they let you pump. And the gas station itself charged him like $300. Didn't buy anything, mind you. He didn't buy anything. It just randomly charged him. It was wild. Thank you for the head pat. I don't know why it's not showing up. I don't know why it's not working. No, whatever. That's a new problem for a different day. I don't want to deal with anything. I don't want to deal with more shit right now. The worst did indeed happen, and I don't know what the hell is going on. Like, did it get turned off? Like, I know it's not off. I know that. I know that for, like, a fact. Hang on. Let me look at it. Like, I might as well. You see head pad. Yes, yes. Toggle item sheen. Yeah, see, it's right there. Right there. Twitch account not logged in, my fucking ass! So that's what it is. Apparently, Twitch doesn't think I'm real, apparently. So, VTube Studio is just like, you're not logged into your Twitch anymore. What the fuck you mean? I'm streaming like right now. The hell you mean? And there goes my dog. Barking at nothing. But what a freaking week. God. Like, way too much has been going down that has made me kind of question whether or not being on the internet is even worth dealing with all this bullshit. And the final answer is no, it's not worth it. It just isn't. It's ridiculous. It's really all I can say. It's so much of it is just so dumb. It's like you're back in high school again. If he does have any of that, then I have no idea. I don't question him about his financial decisions, and yes, Twitch really is like, are you who you say you are? I would hope so. I'm signed into the dang thing. It's like, no, I'm someone completely different. Screw you. And it's like, I'm older now. I've lived a fair bit. And you'd think things would be a little bit more efficient. But no. Banks want to be assholes, people want to be assholes, and just nothing wants to listen. He has a whole weight class on me. I don't think I can do that. My roommate is a dude. Yeah, you're right. A kick to the nuts is still a kick to the nuts. It still does the same thing regardless. I don't think you can train the Crocs to do anything, to be honest. It is, it really is. Like, for example, I have two little sisters who are both black belts in martial arts. I can beat their asses with street fighting. It's not that hard to do. Like, impressive work and all, too. Yeah. There's a lot. Fuck, I am just repeating myself at this point. Like, there's so much, and it's... Honestly, it's caused me to just shut down at certain points. It's just... I don't have the patience anymore. My patience is gone. Okay, patience gone, niceties are out the window. Next person that has an issue with me is getting the full frontal assault of me being the ultimate bitch. It's not that I don't have the intelligence to deal with the little people. It's not that. I just don't have the damn patience anymore. Like, recently, this person had some kind of issues with me. It's... It got to the point where I was being screamed at for literally no reason about... Fuck, I don't even know how to articulate what they were mad about. Like, it was so weird and it was dumb. Like, yo, I don't even know this person. Who the hell are you? But they were screaming. They were screaming at me about, like, like... I think what they were trying to get at was that I had accidentally misgendered them at some point. Or something. It's like, I don't know who the hell you are. You're just some random ass hoe in a line for McDonald's. Like, I don't know you. Christ, I don't even remember what I was doing. I think I was just scrolling on my phone while standing in McDonald's. I wasn't even getting anything. I was just hanging out. You know, being out of the house and all. And I think I might have, like, muttered something like, this crazy bitch or something like that. And this random-ass fucking lady, like, whips around and starts screaming at me. And it's just like, I'm sorry, who are you? Like, I've been misgendered because of my voice. Like, I don't sound like a girl. I sound like a dude. A congested dude. I can be in full-face makeup and a dress and someone will call me sir. Not that I freaking care. But it was such, like, a bizarre reaction. It's like, I don't know who the hell you are. I wasn't even talking to you. Like, what the fuck? We're in the middle of a McDonald's. Like, get your shit and leave me alone. Who the heck are you? Like, I am surprisingly I'm surprisingly a very chill person. There's not a lot that will bother me. Because I just can't bring myself to care 99% of the time. Because 99% of the time, whatever the issue is just not my problem. At least you've got some kind of a back of King Kong. I don't fucking know anymore. It's such a weird thing nowadays. Like, I get wanting to, you know, have certain things like pronouns, gender identity, reaffirmed and all of that. But you can't just be blowing up at random ass people, like, seriously. And you can't pull out the whole, well, you can't assume my gender. Well, don't you think it's a little creepy if some random stranger walked up to you and be like, yo, man or woman, which are you? Because I find that kind of unsettling and kind of freaky, like, I don't feel like answering that question, please do not talk to me. But maybe that's just me. Because, like, it's not like you're seeing this person on a daily, alright? It's like not the barista at Starbucks or like your coworker. This is just some random ass person in a store that you're never gonna see again. And I wasn't even talking to them. I don't know why they thought I was, but I wasn't. And unfortunately, this happens to me quite a bit, where I'm just like minding my own business and then some rando suddenly has an issue with me. And it's like, cool. You don't know me well enough to have an issue with me. I don't know what your problem is. Whatever it is, it's not my problem. It was just person standing in line for McDonald's. Me sitting on the couches, minding my own business, scrolling through TikTok, I think. And it was just out of nowhere. It was so random and bizarre. I didn't know what to do afterwards. I just sort of sat there and went, "Hi, who are you? Do I know you? Is there a reason why you're yelling at me? Because I don't know what it is." And it was just one thing after another. Like, I left that McDonald's, and the next thing I know, I come across someone on the street who stops me, and it starts screaming about how, like, the vegan life is the only life, and it's just the weirdest thing ever. I had someone be like, "Yo, have you accepted your Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ?" And I'm just like, "I'm pagan, leave me alone, I don't know who. Stop talking to me on the street, go away." It's like, this is why I don't leave the house. It's because I get ambushed by these random ass people. Thinking like, ow, I don't even know what goes through the heads of these people. I really don't know. And it's such, you can't get mad at someone for eating McDonald's and be like, the vegan life is the best life. For starters, ladies and gentlemen, I hate to do this to you, but the meat McDonald's use is not real. It's not real meat. It's made in a lab. So, like, technically speaking, McDonald's is vegan because it's not real meat. It's not real. And like certain instances and like certain areas, I can see why there would be like, you know, like I guess little protests outside the store. I can see why. I can see why it's there, but like, don't harass the people walking out of them. Because when I was younger, I had gone to Planned Parenthood. I, for the life of me, cannot remember why I was there. It was probably something related to birth control or something like that. And I had gone with my grandfather, God rest his soul. And like, we were walking into Planned Parenthood and someone had grabbed me. Like, physically, they had grabbed me. I was maybe like, I couldn't have been any older than maybe 12 or 13. But I was tall for a kid. And this was the only time I had ever seen my, like, 80-something-year-old grandpa actually suplex someone into the ground. And the thing was, my grandfather was the one that they were trying to get arrested for assault, because he put this person on their back. I witnessed a suplex, yes, my old-ass grandfather did a suplex to this little man who had grabbed me outside of a Planned Parenthood. And my grandpa is, he was a retired Navy. He was retired military and was incredibly protective over me. They truly don't have anything to lose. It's like, I've lived my life. What you gonna do to me now? You gonna put me in prison where free rent, free room and board, free food? Sign me up. Like, he put this man on the ground. It was quite impressive to watch, but at the same time, like, terrifying for, like, a little 12, 13-year-old me to have been grabbed by this random-ass stranger. And then there was another instance where, in high school, my grandpa was in Colorado. My grandparents were in Colorado to visit me and my family, and they wanted to take us to the circus that was in Denver at the time. And now there was a protest happening outside because I believe it was Cirque du Soleil, something about animal cruelty. It was something along those lines, and just being around these protesters was enough to make me turn to my parents and be like, can we just go home? Like, they kept trying to talk to me, and to the children specifically, ignoring the parents and grandparents, telling them, hey, don't talk to the kids. It was some kind of circus. I don't remember what circus it was, but it was some kind of circus where, like, they were advocating for, like, oh, you guys abuse your animals, and the circus itself had to come out and be like, no, we don't do that. We've never done that. And it was like, it was just like a souring experience. It's like going to go see what many people would consider to be like a problematic movie, and there are people outside just screaming at you. You have no idea. You've never seen this movie. You're going to see it for the first time, and these people are just randomly raging at you for really no reason because they don't agree with the message or something like that. Like, I remember going to go see The Joker with Joaquin Phoenix, that Joker. And this had been like a while, it's been a while since it had came out at that point. To where, like, the story about the two dudes who shot up the movie theater was, like, kind of widely spread. And where I was living at the time, if you went to go see it, you would actively get harassed by people telling you don't see it. The clowns are on the street. Yeah, pretty much. And then, a couple of years ago, back when I still had my Siberian Husky Yuki, during the whole debacle with, like, Russia, I was being harassed on the streets saying, like, oh, you support Russia, you support Russia. I was like, for starters, how do you think I support Russia? It's because you have a husky. That husky's Russian. This husky was born in Connecticut. Okay. Like, this husky was born in Connecticut. I rescued him from a shelter who found him tied up to train tracks abandoned. Honestly, but even that doesn't always do what it should do, because it's like, you're just trying to mind your own business, really? And people show up and be like, no, you need to care. I can't care. I can't do it, and I can't. It was like a bunch of like 18, 19, like young college kids with megaphones screaming about it, and then they started screaming at me about, like, oh, you must support Russia because you have a Siberian Husky. And it's like, that's the dumbest reason I have ever heard in my life. On a different instance, I had someone trying to get my Shiba Inu taken away from me. Because they thought, like, oh, that's illegal. You can't have that dog here. That's illegal because, you know, Shiba Inus are the national treasure of Japan. You're not supposed to have them outside of Japan. And I'm sitting here like, for one, that's a dog. She was born here in Colorado. Like, that's not even remotely true. You're allowed to have them outside of Japan. You just can't take the ones that are born in Japan out of Japan. I think that's the rule. I could be wrong, but they were trying to get her taken away from me. There was another instance where, someone thought or was claiming that I was abusing my dog, and purely, and I know the reason for this one, purely because their kids liked my little Shiba, and they wanted her. They wanted to have her, and I wouldn't sell her to them. No, the only evidence that they had was that my husky wore a head collar. He wore one of those, a gentle leader, that's what they're called. Because he had a horrendous pulling problem. And he could easily pop my shoulders out if he saw something and decided to take off. So the gentle leader was meant to help me get better control over his pulling. That was the only thing. That was literally the only thing they had on me, was that one of my dogs is a gentle leader. It truly is like that, like, chill out, I'm trying to exist. But no. We are not allowed to exist. I'm not allowed to exist. And, like, you guys, like, y'all do you. If you want to do, like, all these other things, you do it. It doesn't concern me. Like, I had been dragged in at one point into, like, a debate, like, oh, do, trans men deserve to be in, like, women's spaces, or something like that. It was I can't quite remember what the argument was, but it was something along those lines. And it was like, if they're not being, you know, creepy and an asshole, who cares? Like, I don't really care. This sort of thing doesn't really concern me. Like, as much as it concerns other people. Like, it's a concern of mine, but it's not like I would die on this hill for this. It's not that. It's hardly that. Like, I have issues with just public restrooms, like, in general. It's not even like forcing it down your throat and all of that. It's just, in today's society, you are expected to care way too much about certain things. And I'm not about that kind of thing. Once upon a time, I had cared way, way too much about a lot of things, and it landed me in a certain hospital because of a certain attempt that I made. And I realized that the root of a lot of my problems when it comes to, like, my mental state and how I respond to things comes from the fact that I care way too much. And I really need to stop. Like, I don't know if you guys have noticed, like, in the server when I was taking that week off from streaming, how guilty I really felt, because I felt like this is supposed to be my job. I'm supposed to entertain you guys. I'm supposed to be streaming regardless of what's going on with me. And it took a lot of effort from Eden to convince me to stop. Like, I would have streamed while I was in so much pain I was glued to my floor. And if it wasn't for talking to Eden, I probably would have streamed. But it's this mentality of you should care. It really was that. It really was a, like, I will beat your ass if you stream. You need to not do that. And, like, Eden's known me for, like, 10 years. They know a lot. They know more about me than I would have preferred them to know, unfortunately. They are bespoke to me. They are not allowed to leave. They know too much. So, like, unfortunately, when I am having a schnuff that is related to things that are, like, related to things that have happened to me, like, in the past, because I'm gonna be so real. Talking about myself is not an easy thing for me to do. It's not, because it's not pleasant, it's not happy, it's not good. And I don't like talking about it because I get either the whole, offering my sympathies, my pity that you went through all this horrendous stuff. I don't have no use for your pity. I have no use for your sympathies. Leave it alone. You can keep it. I have no use for it. Or I would get, like, the direct opposite of, oh, well, you probably deserved it. And I will say, no child deserves the abuse that I went through. No one does. It really is like that, Jester. It's they know too much. Like, honestly, if they were not engaged to their fiance, it probably would be like a yell. If we're both 30 and unmarried, let's just marry each other. Oh yeah, they do tell you the toughen up and all that. I think that was, like, my mom's favorite line growing up was, there are people worse off than you, which led me to think that the way I was being raised was actually normal. Because she made it sound like it was normal. She made it sound so normal. Until I started comparing notes with other people after I got older, and everyone would look at me weird, like I'd grown like a third head. And that's like, there is one story that I could tell that typically tips people off to what kind of family I was raised in. And it's a very, very short story. When I was a younger, I guess not younger, older teenager, I was kidnapped by an ex-boyfriend of mine, and I was missing for 3 weeks. And my family had no idea that I was missing. I lived with these people. They had no idea I was gone. I think you missed the point of the story, ASMR. It's not that I have Riz, it's that, I have been told by a bunch of guy friends who all at one point, like, had crushes on me at the same time, and I asked them, like, why do you guys have feelings for me? And They always said it's because I don't act like a typical girl. You know, I don't obsess over things, I don't do this, I don't do that. I don't act like that. I'm there and I hang out and I'm just there. Like, there's no... I guess they said there was no pressure to perform or to impress, is what they said. But yeah. I was kidnapped for 3 weeks, I was missing for 3 weeks. He tried to take me over the Mexican border because he was like, we need to get married. I was like, I don't want to. I don't even... No. And my family had no idea I was gone until I came back, till I showed up back home with the police. And the cops initially were like, we need to call CPS because this is not normal behavior. How do you not know that your kid was missing for 3 weeks? And somehow, some way, my mom played it off as if they knew I was gone. I have some whack-ass shit that has happened to me. None of it good. And it's hard to talk about a lot of the time because I'm a very private person. Like, if you ask me about stuff, I'll share if you ask, but typically it's not something I'm just gonna bring up in just casual conversation, like, oh, when I was 4, I was whipped. Like, that's not something I'm just gonna randomly bring up. I wasn't whipped, don't worry about that. That's an exaggeration. That's an example. Because, like, if you ask, yes, I'll talk about it, but if you don't, then I'm not gonna bring it up. So then when stuff ends up happening because of my PTSD, or my just childhood trauma, anything along those lines, and that becomes relevant, like, that's relevant information you may or may not need to know for the given situation that we're in, to not justify but explain certain behaviors of mine, it feels like I'm just making excuses, like I'm backtracking and I'm making excuses. So I don't typically do that. I try not to bring that in because honestly it's, one, if you're beefing with me, that's none of your damn business now. Like, you've lost that privilege. Like, it's happened way too many times to the point where I have to make a conscious effort to not be bitchy. It doesn't help that there's a part of my brain, I can't say the whole damn what it's called, but the short version of it is the ACC part of your brain. It's the part of your brain that controls your ability to have empathy towards other people's emotional situations. I don't know how to explain it all that well, but that part of my brain, it's either dead or it doesn't work properly. It's something I was born with. That's just how I was. Yep, that's exactly what it is. That is exactly what it is, Jester. It really is just I'm either normal or I will freaking go off. It's one or the other. It's hard for me to, and it's hard, because I try to maintain, like, a middle ground. I try to maintain a middle ground, which leads to me either caring way too much or caring not enough. And it's hard to find, like, that balance. Which is why you guys can never leave me now. I mean, you guys are free to go. I mean, I'm not holding you hostage. The only one being held hostage here is Eden. Eden's the only one being held hostage. Yeah, the part of my brain that controls like empathy and all that is I don't want to say it's dead because I don't know if it is, but it definitely does not work the way that it should. Like, I had to take classes to recognize that, okay, If this person is acting like this, then I need to be like this, because this is how I should be feeling about it. Like, if someone's crying in front of me because, like, their dog's been shot or something, then I need to feel bad for this person. So, like, in a way, I need to fake it. Because I'm not capable of feeling it. I have way too many moments where I say or do something without really thinking about it, because it's something that's happening, like, in the heat of the moment, you know? And by default, I don't feel very much. I don't feel a lot of emotions. When I was younger, I was a robot. I had zero emotions, nothing mattered to me. And it was a very, very dark time. And then, like, it's also, like, a delayed response, so, like, afterwards, after I've had a chance to, like, reread the conversations or think about it some more, I'll realize, oh, wait, I should have done this instead of this, but at that point, it's been, like, a week and it's too late. So it's like, what do I do now? I can't just backtrack and, like, bring this up again. And by that point, most people, have made their assumptions about me, and there's really nothing I can do to change their minds. Like, I had a neighbor who thought I was, like, a raging racist for some reason. I don't know what I did that made them think that. But, like, nothing I did changed their minds. Like, it didn't matter what I did. That was their opinion about me. Like, one thought I was a raging racist for really no reason. Another one thought that I did devil worship because I'm pagan. The tale of the fake racist person. It really was like that. I don't even remember what even could have set that off. Like, I don't talk to people. I really don't, because this kind of thing always happens. Where something, oh, Ray is this, she's that, and it's like, cool. You want to think that you do you. I can't be bothered to care. I can't. I can't care, otherwise I will be stuck in my head, and that's a whole new other issue. They would. I didn't just leave hard mode on. It wasn't hard mode. No. Who here has played, like, Kingdom Hearts or Elden Ring? Like, that nightmare mode where, like, if a boss sneezes on you, you die. That's the mode my life is on, and I can't do anything about it. These were the cards that was dealt to me, and I'm trying my best to make it through existing. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts all the way! If I had a capture card, I would stream Kingdom Hearts. I own most of the games. It's either mostly on my PlayStation, but I want to get them on my PC so I can play them there. And, like, it's like, I really want to play Kingdom Hearts on stream. I really do. We really do. Most of the human race has honestly, in my opinion, earn the right to just stop existing. Like, we are so awful to each other, it's ridiculous. And it could be for a myriad of different reasons. Some reasons more valid, more justified than others, and then we have reasons where it's just like, no, that's not really okay. I really would. It's freaking, you know, people be saying like, oh, if I was like the king of the world, if I would do that, I would do this, I would do that. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't do a lot of things. It's more of a, hey, like, you do you. That's really all I care about. You do you. Leave me out of it. It does not affect me. Just don't bother. I am of the opinion that the world would be better off. We would be better off as a species if certain people did just vanish. Because they're the bad apples ruining the barrel. And that is, like, an unfortunate... No, not the IRS. Leave the IRS alone. The IRS is doing their job. It's not their fault that we don't like it. Because, like, I'm a very logical person. I have to be. It's if I run all based off of my emotions, then... Dear God, I would be in prison. So I have to be logical. And I have been in many debates on whether or not things like... Let's see, what's something... Things like racism, like, oh, that should be outlawed, that should be banned. And, well, I agree, racism is bad, and we shouldn't do it, because it's honestly kind of stupid. At the same time, in America, it is protected by our First Amendment right to freedom of speech. It's an unfortunate truth, and people don't like it when I bring it up. Like, as awful as it is a protected right, and it's something that we really just need to just agree that it's... Don't do it. Just don't be dicks. Hi, Midnight. I don't know how much of that you heard. No, don't clip that. I don't like getting political. I hate talking about politics and like stuff like that. That you can clip. That you can. Like, that is just something that, like, we as a species needs to just understand. We just need to stop being dicks to each other. There's no point in doing it. There's no point in being nasty and awful to each other. There's no point in... we humans do a lot of things that there's just really, really no point in doing. I mean, that's self-mutilation. Don't do that. Go seek an actual medical professional. You don't want to get an infection. But, like, in all seriousness, like, I hate talking about politics. I don't ever want to bring politics up too much on, like, my channel and all of that, but sometimes it can't be avoided. There are certain things that just can't be avoided because it's everywhere. Like, I could walk out of my house and just go somewhere. It is just like taxes, and I will get harassed and attempted to be indoctrinated into a myriad of different things that are truly are just political. It's got nothing to do with, like, basic human rights or anything. Like, as much as I do believe, like, being who you are is a basic human right, and no one has any right to tell you otherwise. Most people who are, like, grabbing the microphones and screaming about it don't actually care about that. Or at least that's been my experience with certain people. And, like... And this is something that's really prevalent in, like, the bookish community. If anyone's read... Thank you for the head pat. You're not gonna see the head pat because I haven't fixed the thing in VTube Studio yet. But, in the bookish community, if you've read a book called A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas, the ACOTAR series, God forbid you have a differing opinion. And that's, like, I think that is a real reflection on what people are like on, like, how do I explain this without sounding weird? A real reflection on real world issues is how you respond to that, because I am, like, in the minority for that series. I don't like the series. I read it because my OCD demands that I finish it, and also I make content for it on TikTok. I haven't made any content for it lately because the third book is a slog for me to get through, so I don't reach for it very often. But God forbid that you have a differing opinion from the vast majority. You will be crucified. I remember reading through the second book, because I loved the first one, so I was reading through the second one, and I was not vibing with what was happening. I didn't really like it without going into, like, spoiler territory. I won't do that. But I was not vibing with what was going on. And I made that very clear in, like, my reaction pages. And, someone sent me death threats in my comments because, God forbid, I didn't like a certain character. Oh no, ASMR, you're leaving us. We'll see you next time. How long have I been yapping? I've been yapping for like an hour and a half. God. But that's, like, kind of what it's like out here. Is if you don't agree with the vast majority, or if you don't care enough, people think you're this horrible person. And they make, like, these snap judgments and snap assumptions about you that could be wildly incorrect. But it's not like you can do anything to really change it except smile and nod. Smile and nod and agree with them. Like, I think it was a history teacher? I think it was a history teacher. I had too many questions about... Fuck, what was it? It was something. I don't remember what it was, but it was, like, a controversial thing to ask about in, like, the mid-2000s when I was in school. I can't remember for the life of me what it was, but it was something, and me asking questions made the teacher uncomfortable. To the point where I was pulled into the principal's office, and the principal told me and my parents, hey, she can't be asking these questions. God, now I really want to remember what the fuck I was asking about, because I can't remember for the life of me what it was. Oh. But it was something, and it was something like... I don't want to say it was minor, but I want to say it was something that wasn't as important as, like, the overarching, like, lesson that it was supposed to portray. But it was still something that, like, nagged me in the back of my head. And it was, I don't know what I don't, God, was it? I think it might have been like, I think it might have been like how women were treated in like ancient Greece or something like that. Like something like that. It had to be something like that. Like it was something that just didn't make sense in my little lady lizard brain. And like, you know, as a student, you ask your teacher questions, you know, to try and understand. And I guess that was like crossing a line. I don't fucking know. I guess I just do that too much, where I just cross lines without really realizing it. I don't fucking know. I can't be bothered to care. Especially if it's like, I don't know, like I had someone years ago come to me, like someone I knew like in middle school tracked me down on Facebook and then messaged me and started going off about how I did all these things in middle school that made them uncomfortable, and I'm sitting here like, cool, I don't know what you're talking about. They really wouldn't mind, but it was a different era when I was in school, and it was also a military-based school. And it was not... Like, it really is just, like, it was a different time, different spaces. Because, like, nowadays, I walk outside and, like, 9 out of 10 people that I meet are, like, LGBT. That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. This is just an example. Well, back then, like, I knew maybe one gay person, and everyone else was quote-unquote normal. And, like, we have progressed as a species, like, oh, you know, people are more open about, like, their sexualities, their whole gender identities, all of that stuff. But I feel like we've regressed as a society not for the same reasons, but just for basic shit. Like, I don't know if anyone remembers, there was, like, a brief point in time within recent years, I think it was recent years, where it was actually under consideration about revoking women's rights. I thought that was a lie. I thought that, no, you got, like, dead ass say joking, say JK right now, but apparently not. Like, we're progressing as a species, but we are regressing as a society. And it's issues like that, where people expect you to care so much, but something weird, something extreme happens almost every other day. And quite honestly, being almost 30, I am exhausted. Call me when the world is about to explode. Then I'll care. Because, like, I can't pour all of my time and energy into this one thing, only for something even more whack to show up and, like, okay, now I need to care about this thing. I need to care about that thing. It's like, I can't. I'm tired. I am a permanently exhausted pigeon. I'm not an early bird. People can be too open sometimes. They really can be. And it's like, it's a mixed bag. Sometimes it's a bad thing. Sometimes it's not. Like, I'm a pretty private person until someone asks me, and then I'll happily explain, like, talk about it. But then there's, like, the people, like, at the grocery store where you don't even say something to them. You're just walking past them and they start just announcing that they're this thing, and it's like, cool, I didn't ask. Question mark? Or even better, this is something that actually happened to me. So, this lady, in the bathroom at my work way back when, like, she asked me to, like, I guess she was like menstruating or something, and she asked me, hey, can you check me? Can you spot me? I was like, cool, I can do that. You know, girls helping out girls, and I can make sure that, you know, you're not, you know, leaking through your pants and all that. That's what I thought she meant. She pulled her pants down. She freaking stripped in front of me, little 16-year-old me being like, whoa, okay. I guess this is happening now. Because, like, what do you say in that situation? Like, it's such a weird world that we live in now. Like, you're expected to care so much, but then if you care too much, you're obsessive. Like, I don't understand. She took her pants off. Just freaking took it off, cooch out, and just like, okay, it's like, what, you want me to do what now? I want you to check me. For what? Herpes? Why? Why are you taking your clothes off? It was such a weird thing that kept happening. And, like, I bring it up to people that I know, it's like, yeah, these things keep happening, and they're just like, you are a magnet for weirdness. Why? It's like, look, it's because I'm forced out of my house way too many times. I'm forced to leave my dwelling, my little cave of safety. And it's just... I also just end up having the unfortunate issues of I live in, like, really, really political areas where, like, one opinion is, like, the end-all be-all, and God forbid you don't agree. Because I don't care. This is something I'm gonna just say over and over again. I do not care. If you're not hurting anyone, be you. I don't care. It's got nothing to do with me. Just, you know, be safe, don't be an ass. It's stuff like that. Just, like, leave me out of it. There was even, like, a brief point in time where, like, being autistic was, like, the cool thing to do, and people were, like, self-diagnosing left and right. And I had quite a few people who didn't really know me very well constantly saying, oh, you have to be autistic. It's, like, the cool new thing. It's, like, it's what's hip. And I'm sitting here like, that's a illness that you're born with, and it's not... It shouldn't be treated as a fad. So no, I'm not going to self-diagnose with it. Like, it's so weird. Like, the world we live in, and then the world on the internet, I feel like that, like, they should be the same, but they're really two different things. Like, it's both fascinating and terrifying to look at. Okay, Midnight, you go make dinner. I don't know if we'll still be here or not, because I wasn't planning for the stream to be very long. But if we're still here when you get back, just bring enough dinner for the rest of the class. I don't understand people. I really don't. And, like, I'm treated like the weird one because I don't want to be around other human beings. Like, I'm perfectly content to just have my... to just be by myself, and, or have just eaten and just be around, like, my animals. Bye-bye, Midnight! We'll see you later if we're still here. But yeah, I don't get it. I don't get what the hype is. Because, like, everyone will start saying, like, oh, well, humans are very social creatures. I guess I'm broken? Because I'm not. I'm really not. I don't like being in, like, groups of people. I don't like interacting with more than, like, a handful of people at once. Like, if it's any consolation, I've had one single friend for 10 years, and it is Eden, and I'm fairly certain, even with Eden, there have been times where they thought, like, wow, is it really worth being friends? Is it worth keeping this? And yet here we are, 10 years later. Like, some people just aren't meant to be around other people, you know? And I do believe that I am one of them. I am not meant to be around other people. Exactly. As soon as, like, you disagree with them, most people will, like, ice you out, like, be like, yeah, that's not the vibes I want. Which, fair enough, but, like, you don't have to be mean about it. You don't want to vibe with this person, you don't want to vibe with this person. Like, that's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. No one's forcing you to be in the same room with this person unless it's, like, school or work. And even then, you only see these people for, like, a couple hours a day. Or at least it should be a couple hours out of the day. Yeah, like, there's no skill tree to redistribute, skill points. Sometimes I do wish that, like, the controversies or, like, the theories of, oh, we live in a simulation. Sometimes I wish that was real, because then, like, maybe I can go into the settings and change some shit. Because, God, I would love to have a skill tree. Just a skill tree that I can redistribute points. Exactly. Sorry for not liking Justin Bieber. Like, sorry that I don't... Let's see, what's a controversial take that people are, like, gonna understand? Sorry that I think that's stupid that I have to pay, like, a couple $100 extra per month so I can live with a dog. Instead of having, you know, a toddler who's arguably gonna do more damage. Like, sorry that I'm almost 30 and I have no children. Like, that part's not my fault. I'm responsible. Like, sorry I don't like football and scream at my television like my freaking dad does. Like, it's not like they can hear you. Why are you screaming? Isn't this, like, all pre-recorded too? It's not being shown live, or am I wrong, right? Like, am I wrong? Is it live or is it all pre-recorded? Either way, why are you screaming like they can hear you? I do not understand it. Exactly! Like, you scream at a video game because, like, maybe it genuinely, like, it jump scared you, and you get the banging on the door, keep it down in there! It's like, okay. Mind not screaming at football then? Or you're playing, Assassin's Creed 1 and Altair is, like, jumping off of the building when he's supposed to be going up. I know, and it's just like a bunch of grown-ass men. Grown-ass sweaty men throwing a ball around. That's really all it is. That's really all football is. Like, I don't understand the appeal. But that is just me. Like, that's me, that's my opinion. You don't agree, that's fine. We can be civil about it. There's, God, my fucking God. There's, like, so many things that, honestly, should not be considered as big of a deal as it is. Exactly. Like, they are allowed to be mad, but the second you're mad, it's like, oh no, the world's gonna end. And I find that happens a lot in more, like, relationships where the guy is allowed to be, he's allowed to be angry, he's allowed to be this and that, and the girl isn't. Because when he does it, it's like, oh, he's just reacting to the situation. But when a girl does it, she's overreacting to the situation. I think Taylor Swift said that. I think she did. I think that's who said it. I know someone said it. I heard someone famous said it. I think it might have been Taylor Swift. Or you have, like, those parents where it's like, oh, you can talk to me about anything. And then you do that, and suddenly you're grounded and you're punished because how dare you? It's like, you said I could talk to you about anything. And then this happened. It's insane. It's insane, and it makes no sense to me. We all need to just collectively grab like a handful of us and go buy like a decent plot of land out in the woods, and we just live away from society. Like, fuck the way our society is currently structured. It's broken. It doesn't work it doesn't work as well as they think it does. Yeah, or that where it's like men are not allowed to cry. Clearly they didn't watch Lord of the Rings. Clearly. Because Aragorn's crying. And it's not at all like oh, he's less masculine for crying. If anything, he's more manly for crying. Exactly, like, even then, like, I'm just gonna be general here. Obviously it's not at all men, but, like, most of the guys I have known they act like monkeys. I know that's probably, not a great thing to use as a descriptor, but like lack for a better way of explaining it, that's how I'm gonna phrase it for right now. But they act like monkeys. And like then they get mad when like, oh, this boy has a crush on you, and it's just like, I'm not interested. And like for some reason, like they act like they're entitled to you or something. Like I've had that happen a little too often where a guy is nice to me and he mistakes my kindness for interest. When in actuality, I'm trying to just be polite You know, I'm stuck in this high school with you. I might as well. There's no point in, like, trying to be an ass. You haven't done anything to warrant me being an ass to you. And then suddenly they are acting like they're entitled. It happened all the time in my high school. I think one of the reasons why it was happening to me a lot was because I was a cheerleader. I was a cheerleader in high school. And I think that may have been a contributing factor. Exactly, like, if you're not interested, you're not interested. But, like, God forbid. God forbid, right? Like, oh, you should just give them a chance. No, I don't want to. It is common courtesy to just be nice to your fellow human beings. But, like, some of them apparently didn't get that memo. Like, they didn't get that memo, and for whatever reason, in high school, most of them who act that way end up staying that way. Or maybe it was just, like, my neck of the woods it's like that. I haven't had any negative experience with, like, women coming on to me and me turning them down. I haven't had anything like that. It's mostly dudes. Cause, I am, what's it called? God, I'm blanking on my own LGBT stuff already. Ugh. Ugh. I need a nap. I've been awake for far too long. Pan! There you go. I am pansexual. So, like, I don't really care. That's like a running theme with me. I don't care. Like, sexuality, I'm pansexual. I really don't care about your own gender or sexuality. Like, I don't care. I am gender apathetic, so I don't care about my own gender. You look at me, you see a woman, cool, you can refer to me as a woman, or you see me as a guy, refer to me as a guy, like, that's fine. Yeah, you can be a fucking lamp, I don't care, as long as I enjoy your personality and I enjoy being around you, I don't fucking care. But one benefit that I have noticed, for me specifically, about being, like, I hate using the word survivor, I hate using that, but, like, for lack of a better term, a survivor of childhood abuse, I tend to clock certain kinds of people pretty easily. And it's like, if I don't like the vibes, I don't like the vibes, like, please back off, you know? But there's so much terminology now that wasn't a thing, like, back in the day. There's just too many terminology, too many words that have taken on, like, whole new meanings that, and I can't keep up. I either can't keep up, or I don't like how a certain thing sounds when used in this context. A nice uppercut can leave a pretty strong message, but at the same time, you can't do that anymore. You can't just go around punching people. You get arrested. You get arrested for... This might have just been, like, something that just happened in California when I was there. you could get arrested for calling someone the wrong name. Again, it might have just been like just a California thing when I was there, because I knew someone who had undergone being like, they were trans, and they had a new name. I didn't know their new name. I didn't know it. This was like the first time I had seen them in like years. So I called them by their dead name, because like, what else am I gonna call them? I didn't know what their new name was. I didn't know that they had one, and they called the cops on me. They called the police on me, and it took convincing the cops quite a bit that, like, I don't know what, that it wasn't, like, intentional harm. Yeah, they did not give me their new name. I didn't know that they had a new name. And also, like, I have a cousin who became trans and changed his name. But I was so used to calling them a certain nickname that it kind of just, it's on autopilot. Like, it's taken me quite a while to readjust from calling them by their nickname that I've always called them to their new name. Like, it's taken a while to transition from that. And my cousin understands, because their parents even did it. But like, certain people that I've known, like, they won't tell you, like, oh, I'm trans now, this is, you know, my new pronouns, this is my new name, if they have a new name, and they just assume that you can just tell? I'm stupid, okay? I tell it like I see it, because to try and overanalyze your appearance to try and figure out whether or not you're trans, or you're this, or you're that, it feels creepy to me. I don't like doing it. Exactly, read and book are my pronouns. Like, I just want to read my book, I want to write my book, I want to play video games. I don't want to be involved in politics. Leave me alone. Because, like, we're not mind readers, and I will admit, I'm kind of stupid. I'm a little slow when it comes to social cues. Like, you kind of need to help me out a little bit. And oftentimes, I'll just straight up forget that you said something. Like, when I was in my 20s, I mean, I'm still in my 20s, but like younger 20s, I had this friend who, she was more like a girlfriend, okay? Like, we weren't officially dating, but it was like, we were heading into like that territory. And she wanted me to be a mind reader, and she thought, like, because we're both women, that would be easier for me to tell. And I had to sit her down and explain to her, like, look, I forget a lot of things. I can't tell shit. I can't tell based off of social cues. You kind of need to help me out here. And literally, like, 10 minutes later, I had completely forgotten about something she had said, and I knew she said something. And so when I went to go ask her, like, hey, can you remind me what you said, like, 10, 20 minutes ago? And she blew up at me. It's like, you're supposed to just know. Sorry, I don't. That's why I'm asking. Like, I can't remember even, like, friends and families. Like, I can't even remember their birthdays for the life of me. It's like, I am slow, I am dumb, I can't retain information very easily unless it's overly interesting. And your preferences on what kind of cheese you like is not one of them. Like, it's gonna take me a while to register the information. And it's not like out of like malice or malicious intent or like, oh, you just don't care about me. No, this is just how my brain operates. It has a hard time retaining certain kinds of information. Like, I couldn't tell you what I can't tell you what my mom's birthday is, but I can recite to you the entire lore of Kingdom Hearts. There's illegal cheese in the US? What cheese is that? Yeah, like, we can remember interesting things or, like, bizarre little factoids. Of course it's a French cheese. I didn't know there was illegal cheese. But cheese is cheese. Why is there illegal cheese? Yeah, we can remember like all the lore of like these intricate games, or for in my case, I very much remember that the ancient Greeks had public toilets and they all used the same sponge to wipe their asses. But I can't remember what time my sister was born at, or the hospital that she was born in. It's like, you can remember that, but you can't remember things about your own family? No, I can't. I can't remember things about my own family, let alone remember things about complete and utter strangers. But I can tell you exactly what you need to do to make a lot of money in Stardew Valley. I can do that. Hi, Inu. I'm doing well so far. I mean, there's been a lot of... It's been a morning, there's been a lot that's been going on, but I feel better now that having sat here and, like, yapped with all y'all. Because sometimes, when you're having a bad day, just talking to people about it and other things is enough. We rant, that's what we do, yeah, the ranting. God cannot stop us, he tried. He tried, it didn't work. Like, it's one thing if you can't remember, like, your partner's, like, food order, and you've been with this person for, like, 20 years. That's one thing. But if you've known this person for, like, 20 minutes, then, like, you shouldn't be expected to retain a lot of information. And that's great for you, you know, that you can memorize that you can memorize things easily. I am not one of these people. I forget shit left and right. I can't remember if I've eaten yet today or not. And I've been awake since 5 a.m. Like, I have not been awake that long and I cannot remember if I've eaten. Like, I feel like I've had, but I'm pretty sure I haven't. Wait, can we? Can we fit 2 raccoons in our butts? Is that something we can do? Hold on. forget what I was talking about. I want to talk about this. Me too. You can show me like a map of the US and tell me, alright, so where's Ohio? And I'll point to like freaking Kansas. Like, is it like 2 baby raccoons or like 2 like fully grown raccoons? Do we know anyone who works in like the ER? We need to get them on the phone. We need to hear some stories of pulling raccoons out of butts. I have not played Silk Song yet. I plan on playing it at some point this week on stream. Because I was supposed to do it last week and I didn't do it because I had to take the week off. You know a lot of facts about butts. I don't know if that doesn't sound pleasant. That sounds like that hurts to shove 40 rats up there. How did you come across this information? Of course it was YouTube. Of course it was. And why is it always like the weird medical shit that we know? Like, I know how to destroy someone's penis from just like a couple of prescription drugs and alcohol. I know how to do that. It's always that. It's always medical shit that's like the weird shit. Oh no, he's got another one. But what other fun fact do you have for us, Jester? That one I knew, because so long as your spinal cord is not damaged or your brainstem is not damaged, you can survive that. You can live through that, and that is an agonizing way to die. Of just bleeding out because you've been impaled from ass up. We all be crazy here. We all be crazy, but you know what? This is a safe place. Be as crazy, be as whack and unhinged as you want. I knew he impaled people, but I thought that was because he stuck heads on pikes. I didn't know he impaled people through their ass. I think you would think that we would be a lot more sensitive to, like, being told, like, oh, to pegging. It makes you rethink pegging. It's like, I'm gonna impale you. No thank you. I got way too excited about that. I had the thought and I had to get it out before I lost it. That's a weird thing to be called a vampire for, because it's not like he was eating them. He was just watching them suffer, which is always a good time. Like, weirdly enough, watching other people suffer is actually entertaining. I don't know what that says about me, but like... there's something about it that's just entertaining to watch. It's like watching, your friends like push each other down your friend fall down the stairs and like they're hurt, but you still laugh about it. You laugh first, help them later. Well, wine does look... well, certain red wines can look like blood. I can see where that comes from. That doesn't sound like fun, Inu. That is how Dracula was born. You know what weird thing I can remember that I feel like no one else knows about? Who here in math class knew the circle song? Like, it's the only reason why I know the formulas for finding, like, the radius and, like, the diameter and, like, the area of a circle. It's because of the stupid circle song. It's, like, ingrained in my brain. I can sing it for you right now. The circle song! Inu, you know what I'm talking about, right? The stupid circle song! You don't know the circle song, Jester? My god, that song was like the stuff of nightmares in my math class. Granted, it's the only reason why I know, like, the formulas for a circle. Like, to this day, like, it's been over a decade since I've heard the damn circle song. I still remember the fucking circle song. It wasn't for fun, it was torture. I'll do it. I'll fucking sing it for you. I'll do it. You must know the torture of the American school system. And the stupid ass circle song. It's like the dumbest song ever, too. It had, like, I don't even remember if it had, like, a music video to it or anything. It was just an audio clip that my teacher would play. Let's see, it went, we had a song that taught us math. It went, here is a circle, it knows how to get around. It has a radius from center to rim. And its diameter goes from side to side while passing through the center. Well, isn't that simple? Pi r squared sounds like area to me. When I need the circumference, I'll just use pi d. That's the circle song. It's the only thing I can remember from, like, my school days is the goddamn circle song. Because it was such a stupid song, but it was so ingrained in us. Like, I'll be in, like, my history class, and I can hear the math class next door singing it. It does its job, yeah, it does. It was like Vietnam War flashbacks every time we heard it in like a different class. Because we'd hear it. We'd hear the math classes singing it. And then we all just collectively go, ugh, make them stop. I had friends who, like, dreamed of the circle song, and we would tell our teachers, like, dude, like, this song haunts us, and she'd go, good, maybe now you'll know how to do all these things with a circle. We don't actually need to know how to do these things with a circle. We don't need to know this shit. Like, they'd be acting like you'll be driving down the road and, like, you have to, like, calculate what the speed limit is instead of just reading the goddamn sign. Not a French teacher, but I did have a Spanish teacher that did that. She wasn't even Spanish. She just knew Spanish. Calculate how long until you crash, yeah. It's like, if you're an architect then, or a math teacher, then yeah, I can understand why you would need to know these things in school, but then, like, go and teach that to us, like, in college, because that's when you actually need to know it. Not in, like, elementary school, or high school, or middle school, like, we just need to learn how to add and subtract, and maybe what a percent is. Maybe. Like, fractions? Fractions was, like, the goddamn enemy of me. I hated fractions. Like, I never understood fractions. See, in America, if a teacher dressed like that, she would be fired. Or God forbid, I wear a shirt that shows my shoulders. Like, as much as I think dress coding, the dress codes for schools is kind of dumb, but, like, sometimes it's not, like, all that unreasonable, like wearing a skirt that's long enough, or, like, making sure certain things are covered. But when you get mad about female students, like, having their shoulders exposed because they're wearing a tank top, or, like, I went to a school where, your socks had to be the same color as your shoe, and your shoelaces had to be the same color as your shoe, and if you didn't, they would give you detention for it. Like, if the dress code is it's usually reasonable, but not always. It gets kind of whack sometimes. Like, there was the sock thing, there was the shoelace thing. There was another school that I went to where, if you had certain attributes already as a middle schooler, you were required to wear a binder, like a chest binder. You would think that French would have stuck because of having a slutty teacher. You would remember, like, certain phrases that she said because she bent over that one time while saying it. Yeah, so I had a middle school that I went to before I went to middle school in Japan, where if you were a girl and you were going through puberty and therefore you had breasts, like the kind that you would have to wear a bra for, not a training bra, they required you to wear a chest binder so you would be flat-chested, so as to not upset the other girls in the school who didn't have boobs already. It It was so stupid and weird. Like we don't have control over that. It was so dumb. Like, excuse me, that puberty decided to, you know, hit me with a damn truck. Before everyone else, like... I knew this one girl where that was the case, where she had to wear the chest binder because she had, her breasts grew much faster than the rest of us. And I very vaguely remember that she had to be sent to the hospital because the chest binder that she was using was not made for, like, her specific bust size. It was just what the school had on hand because they forced her to wear it. It's like, if you wear, like, a skirt that's too short here in America, they'll take the skirt from you and give you, like, this random pair of sweats to wear, sweatpants to wear. Like, they'll just take your clothes and make you wear something that from Lost and Found. And they just slapped this chest binder on her, and she had to go to the hospital because she passed out because she couldn't breathe. Stupidity will kill us before anything else. That I agree with. That is what's going to ultimately do the human race in, is just the stupidity of a lot of people. Like, it's either gonna be the stupidity of the human race, or someone is gonna have, like, such a big brain thought, and then other people are gonna think, like, oh, I could do that too! Like, I'm not gonna- I will admit, when I played Assassin's Creed, I wanted to do parkour. I wanted to learn how to do that, and I knew a couple of people who could do it. I could not. And I made the dumb decision of running up a parking garage and then jumping from, like, the 4th story window in an attempt to do, like, a barrel roll, and I ended up landing on my face. Like, I'm contributing to the stupidity will kill us thing. I have contributed to it. I haven't done it again, but that did happen. Yeah, anything that post-apocalyptic, like, freaking, we take a back seat. We're gonna do it for you, to be perfectly honest. And all it takes is just it's just one dumbass. Just one dumbass, and then we're all fucked. And we're not even sure which dumbass, because there's a lot of us. There is always that one dumbass. Like, the dumbass to rival all dumbasses. There's one in every friend group. If you don't think that there is a dumbass in your friend group, it's probably you. Yeah, I'm the same way. People think I'm overly negative, but it's like, where's the positivity in what I'm witnessing right now? I just watched someone freaking eat dirt. I saw someone ask to be called a bug as their pronouns, and I did not understand why. I saw someone say point blank that they were a chair and that I should sit on them. I don't know if they were trying to be weird and flirt or if they were being serious. I couldn't tell. Okay, that's like one, like, community that I will never understand. It's the, not the furry community, but specifically, like, the part of that community that, like, of people who, like, genuinely want to be treated like animals. Like, they don't just dress up and boink as animals. They want to be this animal. And, like, they wear the ears, they have, like, the collars, they bark or something, or whatever the heck it does. Or the horse people who dress up in, like, full, like, horse costume and expect people to treat them like they're normal or they're sane. And it's like, if you want to do that... Yeah, if you want to do that, like, in the privacy of your own home, I have no issues with that. But if you're gonna go to, like, a public park, like... no one wants to see that. Like, that you should probably keep a lid on. One kink I will never understand is feet. Feet are disgusting. I look at my own feet and I was like, damn, these things look like fucking alien hands. Like, what the hell? How do people think this is attractive? Why is... Or, like, people, like, being like, oh, I sniff your armpits and that's hot. Like, why? And then you get bombarded with the, don't kink shame. Some of you need to be shamed. Some of you do need it. Because it is genuinely, like, it's that weird. I wouldn't die on the spot. The other person probably would die on the spot because I more than likely would have hit them. It's like, there's something wrong with you and your brain, and I don't know what it is. But that shit's not normal. That can't be normal. Well, being normal is a setting on the dishwasher. It's like, there's some things that you just need to stop. Like, some kinks, like, even if I'm not into them, I can see the appeal. It's like, yeah, okay. But, like, being turned on by farts in your face, like, what? No. Tell me you grew up as a single child without saying you grew up as a single child. Clearly, you did not have siblings who sat on your head and farted. Like, there's just why? Why? You can't tell me that humans are like the most intelligent creatures on the planet and then do shit like that. It makes us sound like we're idiots. Or like there's a whole ass show on like TLC of people being like being in like sexual relationships with like inanimate objects. Like, someone was like, oh, I'm married to the Eiffel Tower. Oh, I'm married to like my car, and I do the gas pipe or something like that. Or like I'm dating and fucking this wall, this random ass fucking wall. And it's like, there's a reason why you're on this show. It's because this is not normal behavior. It's like, well, I don't want to be normal. Maybe you should. Like, sure, be different if you want, but don't be that different, because that's just weird. There's a line. There's a line between different and then just being unhinged in, like, the worst way possible. Because apparently, like, that's a thing. Like, this one lady that I saw was, like, married to all of these lamps that she had. And, like, she would... The way that... Because they showed a segment of her cleaning all the lamps that she had. And it's just, like, they made it way too sexual, and it was so weird to watch. It was so weird! I saw another one where the girl wanted to be treated like a dog, and her boyfriend bought her like a dog crate that he locked her in. And it's just, like, kinks aside, like, that's just odd. Like, I don't know if I would want... I don't think I would want to be living in the same apartment building as that if I knew that was happening. That's just so bizarre. And it wasn't like a regular ass like sexual kink. Like, this was like a lifestyle that they had. It was like, I will admit sometimes I'll curl up in my dog's bed, but that's just because it's big and it's soft and comfortable. You don't see me crawling into their kennels and being like, woof woof, I'm a doggy, what the fuck? We should bring back bullying. Bullying helped a lot of people back in the day. Back in my day, there were a lot of bullies. I had bullies. I was a bully to this one kid on the bus. And, like, I feel like there's a certain degree of, like, hazing that we need to experience as children. Because then we don't turn out the way that some of these people do, and then they make shows about you. Do you guys not have the death penalty in Romania? Because we have it here in America. We have there's quite a few states that still use it. Damn. Yeah, America has the death penalty. We still use it. Here's one that I saw that was like really weird. I was scrolling through TikTok and I saw someone reacting to, like, I guess it was like an old ass TV show or something about a mom that fell in love and started dating her child, her son. And it was so... Bullied them because they had cancer. What the heck? Okay, that's a whole ass other topic entirely. Of people saying like, oh, you don't like me because of this, and you're just sitting there like, I don't even know who the fuck you are. What do you mean? It's like, I have an issue with this. It's like, okay, cool. Who are you again? Precisely. It's just, it's such a weird thing. There's too many weird things. But I think we're gonna call it end of stream there. Because I just got texted from the Walmart that I was supposed to go work at that one of the bosses wants to call and, like, have a conversation about what happened. So I don't know when she's gonna do that, and I would prefer to not be streaming when that happens. So we're gonna call it here, everyone. We're gonna call it here. This is the end of stream. We yapped and complained for like 2.5 hours, which... Honestly, I say that's a healthy amount of complaining right there. That's all the complaining we can do for today. Let's see. Let's see, who should we go raid? If we can go raid anyone. Let's see here. Are there any good ones? How do we feel about talking about raiding an Irish dragon? We're gonna go do that. Remember, everyone, be respectful, be nice. And I will see y'all in... I'll see you guys all tomorrow when I stream again. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Alright, you guys be nice over there. Alrighty. Bye-bye!
Fuck, I'm actually... I'm a bit out of my comfort zone here. What? Is that Kiat? What? I'm trying to figure out the name. Sorry, my bad. I don't think I have dyslexia, but I'm having trouble with this. Bye. Welcome, Raiders! Hello! Hello, Kian? It's Ray, it's fine. Ah, Raven. Okay, I see the Ray in there. Hi, Ray! Welcome on in. Thank you for the raid. I hope you had a lovely stream. And hello, Raiders. My name is Cry. I'm a Red Arch Dragon VTuber. That guy over there is my minion. That is Tomo. He's a Pomeranian dog that dreams of one day becoming a dragon. So he wears fake horns and fake wings. Do not ruin his dream or I'll ruin you. But, hi! I hope you had a lovely stream and a lovely day. And I hope you all are doing well. Another angry boy like Bakugo from my... Oh, I see. We are here to burn your toaster. Why burn my toaster? What makes you think I have a toaster? I do have a toaster. I've used it maybe 2 or 3 times in my life. Oh, okay, in its life. So it's 2-3 years.